Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come out here in the eye. Now Moore. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll set up to throw. Now this is brought in by Pryor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Steve, that'll bring up 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Back to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And the play clock's running down. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there, and it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Terrell Pryor, his 9th touchdown of the season. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And Miller with it over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Bears. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completion left side to Miller. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. And that leads to a Chicago first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
All up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mother. Yeah, this some mother. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Tryna get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift. Just caught the Benz, oh, with the tick. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah, in every song I said, I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head, no, heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad, they straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave.
Yeah, 104 times how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole town. On mamas, man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already. You got plans to do it, boy, we did it already. Got a couple DMs, I done slid in already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah, I'm a star like Moesha's. Running up the numbers like Aisha's. Yeah, I be sliding, I be creeping. Girls these days, they just don't know how to keep it. But I got it all handled. They try to box me and I got my own angles, yeah. I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing wood on every candle. I'm like,
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave.
If you ain't know me, bet you know now. Juicy came through with the verse for me both times. In Bot Town, that's automatic, hold down. What's that? Ask no question, just hold it down. Why you hating on the progress? I'm a humble, I don't even pause what I do. I just drive the Maybach through the projects. And still brazy, I ain't even drive shit. Hate from a distance, please don't try me. Cause we'll turn it up on anybody. I see why they don't like me. Yelling out 400, they go too heavy. I'm with the posse back at it. Whoa. That mean come on, go on platinum. Whoa. That mean I got a Kindle in my mattress. Oh, I got the BD back bragging.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave.
Mike Wilson, ready.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
If I'm not mistaken, home team made it. 2 3s on my feet, then I pump fake. Baby girl, grab the crew. What if kiss it? Sway Lee, Mr. Couldn't took it quicker. Hottest on the planet, get the place lit up. Fly, got expensive taste, sight into. We ain't on the same team. Cheer up. Bunch of that make sit up. I ain't come to blend in, boy, I stand out. Money talks, you just popping off at the mouth. If I'm the topic, then the conversation heated. Right shrimp, getting booked up in every city. Splash out with cash, had the spaz on the waiter. She messed up my order 3 times in a row. I'm good on gas, I just filled up my tank. Now let's fill up her head and let's see if she goes.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. set the roof on fire.
Two bad swimming in my bed. Off with it, off with it. Young Slim, get it in my infrared. Come and hit the rain, I just lit the gas. Young wild winning, living fast. Stashing money in a brown paper bag. We set the roof on fire, then we flood it out. We just threw the money up, we ain't even count. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Sit in my speeder, girl, I'm nothing, messing up my speech. I'm $1 million player, baby, nothing's at my reach. I'm $1 million, like I hit the lottery. Splash her with cash, had to spaz on the waitress. She messed up my order 3 times in a row. I'm good on gas, I just filled up my tank. Now
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. More now. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now Moore. Pryor has it complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Now back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Terrell Pryor hit. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Brandon Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, up.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Back to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be a Chicago first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback. And
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
More now. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This one from 35 yards away. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive starts. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
For 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He gets it left side to Johnson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A very solid gain of 27. Now Moore. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Miller with it over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And he's got room. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Being chased out left. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. And that is incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
And Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. Off a bigger play, just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Let's discuss now this performance as it relates to the last one. You know, a week ago, and we saw it, some pinpoint accuracy. He's displaying that again.
That was a fun film session for us, wasn't it? Able to kick back and watch him work. And what we saw was a confident leader, a guy in control, making excellent throws at times. And he's brought that with him in this ball game as well. And starting to think that he's starting to feel like, yeah, I've got this thing down pat. And I think the team will come along with him.
In the red zone this time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Terrell Pryor with... After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Moore now. Buying time to his left. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the... Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darren Sproles. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused. There he goes, left side. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears will... And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
They'll hook up over the middle to Pryor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Now Moore. Screen pass to Sproles. It's a gain of 15 that time. And that leads to a Chicago first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pryor has it complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. More now. Jackson's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin. Yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin. Yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break us. We know we are know the power